Last time, on Gaming Through the Ages, I played Car Chase for the Commodore VIC-20, which involved driving around a circuit while avoiding another car that was continuously trying to crash me. The gameplay took place on a single screen and the graphics were very basic, only containing single flat colours. Will future games evolve the size of the playing field and maybe even use textured graphics? Keep watching to find out. Welcome to Gaming Through the Ages, the series where we start off in the 1970s and play a game from each year until we reach modern times. Phase 1 was all about consoles, but this time in Phase 2, we're exploring the evolving games and graphics of home computers. This time around, we'll be looking at Jupiter Lander for the Commodore 64. But before we do, I just want to say a thank you to all the Patreons that help make this series possible. The goal here is to carefully land on Jupiter as softly as possible while ensuring that we don't use up too much fuel. Will we be able to land safely or will we go kaboom? Keep watching to find out. Hey guys, it's Jason here and here we go, we are now on the Commodore 64. I mean, come on, they only just released the VIC-20 a year earlier to replace their pet and now this has come out? This is so quick! Okay, so let's try and type this out. Will the keyboard mess up this time? Commodore 64. Before we play the game though, let's just see if BASIC actually works on this. So we're going to print 4 plus 5. Yes, it works. Okay, let's start the game. Okay, so this is Jupiter Lander. So Jupiter Lander instructions, F1 is fire. Okay, so F1 will actually kind of push our kind of little Jupiter Lander up. Well, A will make us go left and D will make us go right. Using the keyboard or joystick for control... I didn't get to read it. I hate it when they do that. Okay. Let's try. Listen to the music! It's using the little tones to make music. That is so cool. That is something we haven't really heard much of yet. Okay. Oh, crud, crud, crud. I don't want to crash! I crashed! So we've got to try and land on these landing pads. Okay, so let's try the 2x one, because that looks like the easiest one to land on, and we're using up fuel, so we don't want to use up too much of that blue bar at the bottom. Gonna land. Yes! I love all these tunes, this is pretty cool. They sound a little bit childish to me, but they're still pretty cool. Okay, let's try and land on the 5 times. Come on. Will we make it? Yes! Oh, but now we've got to try and land on the 10 times. And that's the one that I'm really actually quite worried about. Because the 10 times you've got to go like... I don't think I'll be able to do it. Oh, and we're kind of low on fuel as well. Okay, here we go. Let's go this way. Past here now. Slow down. Slow down. Now we've got to try and get down this hole without crashing into anything. This is going to be freaky. Okay. Down really slow. Bit this way. Bit that way. Bit that way. Okay, down, down, down. Oh, please don't. I did it! And I just ran out of fuel at the last second. I think we beat the game. We've literally done it. We did the 2, the 5, and the 10. Yeah. Wait a sec, what's going on? Wait. I wasn't ready. Game over. But I beat it. I think the goal is to try and get a high score, so I think I just got 5,000 just then. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try to get a high score of 10,000 points, and hopefully that works, okay? We're going to try and, so I think we need to try and use as little fuel as possible. Here we go, so just a little bit here, up, a little bit there. There we go, okay. So we didn't use much fuel there. Oh, but I probably should have saved that. Oh no, the blue, yeah, see, because that was wasted fuel that I could have, you know, used. Okay, now, oh, are you kidding me? And I lost fuel because of that? You really need a perfect run. Okay, so we've got 2,000 points so far. We've just got to try and make it to 10,000. 80, yeah, don't get many for that. But that 10 times one you get a lot of points for. Oh no, the little tip. Is that what happens in space if you don't land properly? Like if part of your landing gear just touches the side of a cliff, your whole spaceship explodes? If that's the case, I can see why we haven't been to the moon for like 20 years. Because what did they do? The moon landing was like 1969, I think, and it's now 1978, for me anyway. We're gonna try this again. Our high score, we're gonna try and do the 2 times, because we don't want to, you know, use up too much at the beginning. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, while we're here, let's talk about the graphics. Oh, what? Did I land too hard on that one? Let's talk about the graphics. So the spaceship itself is quite detailed. It's only got 2 colours. Well, 1 colour if you don't count the black. So it's kind of this bluish colour, but the fire that shoots out is like a reddish colour. And our spaceship has like an antenna on one side, and on the other side, it has a radar. No, the fire is just 1 colour, but see how the fire kind of shakes? So it's kind of like animated fire, and I shouldn't have just gotten that again. There we go. 2,000 points. And I've got like no fuel left. Oh well, here we go. Here comes the fuel. Anyway, so you can kind of see what this, but you can see it's got landers, you can see it's got its radar things. Yeah, that was not very efficient use of fuel, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll actually be able to land this now, after that huge mistake. Oh, come on! The antenna. The tiny antenna touched it. Seriously, the antenna. Do you know what I'm going to try and do now? Different strategy. What if, to get the 10,000 points, I just try every time to just get into that same 5 times one. So don't forget about the 2 times, forget about the 10 times. We're going to get 10,000 points by just getting the 5 times over and over again. So we're going to try that. The actual environment technically looks, when you think about it, for real, it looks quite, like, it's got a lot of pixels. You can see almost like, sure it's all 1 colour, but you can see all these like little rocks and stuff. Like, the actual environment, see this environment, wow, 3,000 points, that was good. The actual environment has all these little bumps, so of course they're just pixels, but, you know, and they don't really show that they're rocks, but they're just pixels, but you can see it's quite bumpy, which indicates that the resolution here of this Commodore 64, you know, it's pretty decent, I'd say. Oh, look, only 600 points, so you can't get the same one again, because you won't get that many points. I get it. Okay, so we've got to try and get all of them. Okay, let's get the ×2. There we go. 1,000 points. That's not too bad. And then the landing things are just a kind of grid. So it's very... We've still got basic colours. Of course, we've got score and fuel in different colours. But the actual landscape really is only made up of not many colours. I mean, you've got the actual... What we're shooting out here at the side rockets. They're a little bit different to the bottom rocket. Oh, crud. Yes, but why did I only get 1,300 points? Oh yes, we beat our score, we're at 5,900. Now we've just got to get to this 10,000. Oh no. When you hear that sound, you've died. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to 10,000 points. This is so hard. We've kind of seen the game, guys. The graphics are somewhat more detailed than what we've seen before, because, I mean, Car Chase was just, you know, these flat things. This has kind of got, you know, a bumpy terrain you've got to navigate through. The physics are pretty interesting here. So, anyway, I'm just going to try by myself now, without really you guys watching, to get 10,000 points and see if I can do it. And look, you've got like a, I think that's a Commodore 64 logo there, embedded in that rock. Goodbye, fuel. Out of sky. What? Did you see that? Look, I'm trying to get rid of the fuel and it goes out of sky. So if I go in a rocket up high and people can't see me anymore, they say I'm out of sky. I love that terminology. Out of sky. Okay, we're gonna try this again, but you guys aren't gonna watch. Oh, see that thing at the side? If you don't get that little bar within the yellow, then you die. I get it now, so it can't be in the green. Green means bad, and yellow means good. Really? They should make it that green is good and yellow is bad. Because generally, you know, yellow is more of a... Yeah, there we go. I get it. So you got to try and get it as close to the middle of the yellow as possible. Your, like, falling speed. I get it. You can get the 5 times over and over again. That is so cool. That's all I'm doing. I'm just getting 5 times again and again. Okay, so I'll do that then. As long as I'm getting that thing as close into the middle of the yellow as possible. No, that was bad. That was at the bottom of the yellow. We've got to try and get it in the middle of the yellow. No, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. My strategy is keep getting the 5 times, again and again, and get that thing in the middle of the yellow, that little... Ah, I got it so low. It needs to be higher. Oh, well, that was okay, but I could have done better. Oh, that was pretty good, 2,600. Like, the best thing to do in this game, I've realised from experience now, because I'm getting experienced at this game, just keep landing the 5 times one again and again. I've already beaten my previous high score. We're going to make it to 10,000, guys. This is going to be easy. Once you know how this game works, it's just a high score game. Got to get the highest score possible. Just keep landing the 5 times, and then you will win. But just don't go that badly. Okay, we just need 2,500 more points. If we can just get that final 2,500 points, we will be going golden. Okay. Oh, we are so close now. Look at this. 9,005. We just need 450 points. So as long as I don't mess this last one up, we will have the 10,000 points. Okay, here we go. Oh no! I messed it up. Oh no, you're kidding me. You're kidding me! I was 450 points off. Okay, I'm gonna try that again, guys. You're gonna see it in super speed. Yes, that was awesome. 3,000 points. Yes, 3,200 points. I think I've become like a pro at this now. 10,000 looks so easy when I'm landing and getting 3,000 points each time. And getting back all the petrol as well. Another 3,200 points. Yeah, see, I'm hitting the, max fuel thing each time. So I think I could totally get unlimited points in this game. Like, there's no challenge to this game. If there was like a high score list, if you beat, 100,000, I could do that. There we go. I officially got 10,000 points, and that was really easy. Okay, anyway guys, I have mastered this game now, just kind of like I mastered Car Chase last time. Where does it land by itself? Oh, it lands like that. Okay, so now that we've mastered this game, it is time to move on to the next game. So where to next from here? The year in the next episode will be 1983, which introduced quite a few new home computers. Apple released an updated version of the Apple II, known as the Apple IIe, with the E standing for enhanced, referring to the fact that several popular features were built in that were only available as upgrades or add-ons in earlier models. Microsoft Japan released the MSX, and Atari released many home computers such as the poorly received 1200XL and the more popular 600XL and 800XL. There was also the Aquarius and Atom home computer by Mattel and Coleco, but these were discontinued shortly after their release. Acorn released the Acorn Electron, which was a cut-down version of their BBC Micro to compete in the under £200 home computer market, and Sega released the SG-3000, which was a personal computer version of the SG-1000 console in Japan. Anyway, for the next episode, pick a game made in 1983 for the ZX Spectrum, Apple IIe, IBM PC, or Commodore 64. Remember to leave a comment under this video to vote, and if you're a Patreon, vote on Patreon to have your vote count as 3 times more. I'll see you in the next episode of Gaming Through the Ages.